Okay, this is going to be a quick, hopefully quick, demo video both on the Supro Blues King 12, and really what it's more on is for guys that are messing around with tubes, learning to change tubes and experiment with different types of tubes. One of the things that I've learned to do is this amp only has two tubes. It's got a power tube and then a preamp tube. It's got it's a 6V6 in this one, and a 12AX7 is what comes standard in the preamp. What I'm going to do is, I've actually already retubed it once because it came with Ruby tubes and they're not my favorite tube. I put a set of JJs in it because I had those laying around. I prefer Millard power tubes after lots of experimentation. But really what this is going to be about, I'm going to change the power tube to a Millard. That's going to make some difference. More so what I'm doing, because it's a 15 watt amp, is I'm changing the AX7 to a 12AU7, and this one in particular is a 12AU long plate, or 12AU7 long plate. Basically, what it does is it's going to give me a little bit more headroom, a little bit more turn on the volume before I start to overdrive it. So just a little bit of extra clean that you can get out of a low wattage amp, and then, you know, use however you want to do it with your pedals or whatever to get your overdrive. So I'm going to pause it. I'm going to go ahead and open the amp up. Well, let me play for a minute just to... The amp is set. One thing about these, I wish they turned them around where you could read them from the front. The master volume's all the way up. The volume, which is the gain, is maybe at a 60-65%. Treble and the mids are all the way open. Bass about the same as the volume, about 60%. And then just a little bit of verb on there so it's not totally dry. But middle pickup with a Strat. That's kind of on the threshold of where it's really, if I hit it hard, it's definitely going to break up. So I'll go ahead and make the change. Pause this real quick. I'll show you the insides as I'm making the change, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I already went ahead and did the tube change. That right there is your preamp tube. So that is now a 12AU7, and remember it's also a long plate version instead of the short plate, so it's going to give me a little bit more headroom even over a standard AU7. And then it's a L6 power tube. So just a quick, I did this in another video, but I've also changed the speaker out to a Celestian neodymium magnet, so it's nice and light. This is a Neo Creamback, and if you like vintage 30s, sounds real similar to a vintage 30, just a lot lighter. Okay, so the change has been made. Got the amp back on. I haven't changed any of the settings from where it was at. Still on the middle pickup. Everything's still all the way up, and way cleaner. And all I did was change one tube. So now, let's turn the volume up to about 3/4. And it's still not really breaking up. Let's just go all wide open. Let's see. Just a little bit. That's awesome. So that's how easy it is. If you have a small wattage amp like a Supro or a Blues Junior, which I used to have, a little Princeton, even a deluxe or a twin. I mean, for the guys that are into Stevie Ray Vaughan, one of the things that he would do is he would take that out and he would either go with the AU7, or there's a military grade one that's 4 numbers, and I can't think of it, like 5891 or something like that, but and that could be way off, but you could look it up as most time on the websites it'll say AU 7 military grade. So that would be, they have a higher hardness rating than even the long plate. So anyways, you're looking for a quick and easy way to mod your amp, get a little bit more clean out of it. If it's breaking up too early, that's a cheap, it was 20 bucks for the tube, for the preamp tube, and it makes all the difference in the world. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and keep the blues alive, y'all. Take care.